Happy New Year! Hey everyone, my name is Meera. Welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of 2019 and I intend for it to be a very chatty, casual video wherein I talk to you about some of my plans for 2019, what I think 2019 is going to look like, and also some of the things I've noticed about my reading habits, my YouTube channel, the way I film videos. The 1st of Jan was my first YouTube channel anniversary and I cannot believe that over the course of the past 365 days, 1110 of you people thought that I make good enough content that you would want to spend your precious time watching my videos, and I'm so grateful for that. You have no idea what an incredible feeling it is. I just hope that the videos I continue to make on this channel prove to be useful or helpful to you in some way, and that it encourages you to read or keep up your reading habit. It helps you decide what kind of books you want to be reading and the kind of TV shows you want to be watching. Apart from this great milestone of crossing over 1,000 subscribers in 1 year, 2018 was also special because I discovered my love for audiobooks. Now, I never thought that one day I'd be sitting here telling you just how impressed I am by some of the audiobooks I've been listening to. I never thought that day would come, because you know that it's not that I haven't tried. For a long time I had been trying time and again to make audiobooks work for me, but for some reason they just weren't working for me. Then one fine day I happened to open up the audiobook of Sea Witch by Sarah Henning and it was like love at first sight. Ever since then I've just been on a roll listening to audiobooks. So that is something new that's gonna happen in 2019. I see myself listening to a lot of audiobooks, especially when I'm on the go, traveling to college or elsewhere, and also maybe when I'm doing chores, because I feel like a lot of audiobooks have this certain quality about them that allows you to listen to them while you are preoccupied and you can still grasp the story, you can still keep up with what's going on. So I really like that aspect of audiobooks, how I can be multitasking, listening to books, doing other things at the same time. One of the things I look forward to doing every 1st of Jan is setting my Goodreads reading goal. Last year my goal was to read 100 books and I read 104. Although I did take the easy route there, because towards the end of the year I read a few issues of graphic novels to keep up with the reading challenge. But hey, who is gonna tell me that certain books should not be counted towards reading challenges? So this year I plan to read 120 books. I know it's a little ambitious, but what with my newfound obsession over audiobooks, I feel like I can get there. One other thing that 2018 helped me learn is how to stay productive. So for those of you who want to try and make the most of your time, bullet journaling is the way to go. I'm not saying that I have been entirely successful in maintaining a bullet journal, because yes, it does take a little bit of extra time to plan things in advance, to make sure that you are sticking to your to-do lists. So in 2018 I managed to maintain the bullet journal for almost 3/4 of the year, and it really helped me stay productive, remember everything that I had to do. This year as well I plan to continue, and I have made my own bullet journal in the sense that I got a notebook from a craft store and I designed the whole thing by myself, which was a very interesting process because it was a creative outlet. If you want to get more organized, try out bullet journaling. You can work with any kind of spreads. It's all up to you. What suits you best is what you should be doing. I use it to make lists, track events, deadlines, set certain goals, and see how far I've come towards achieving that goal. So in one of my previous videos, I had asked you if there were any questions you would like me to answer. I thought I could respond to those questions in this video because there's just a bunch of them. So the first one is, what is your favorite book? Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling is my all-time favorite book. That is not the first book I ever read, but it is the first book that made me fall in love with reading to such an extent that after having read that book, I knew I would be reading books all my life. Especially because I'm always looking forward to new experiences and things like that. And Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone perfectly captures what that feels like. How Harry is about to embark on this journey and everything that comes with it. The anticipation, the anxiety, the nervousness, but also the great deal of excitement that goes hand in hand with any new experience. So yeah, even though I have a load of all-time favorite books, I don't think there's anything that can trump Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Next one, do you have any book related accessories other than bookmarks? Yes, I do. So I have a couple of these badges. This one says, Ask Me My Peculiarity. It is based on Ransom Riggs' book series, Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And this one says, The book was better. Totally agree. I have quite a few other bookish merch, but I plan to make a separate video about that, so you will see my collection in that video. Next one, where do you live? I live in Bangalore, India. Fourth one, have you read anything from Simon Verse? I recently read Simon Versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I haven't read any other book by Becky Albertalli. That one was a fun, entertaining read. I didn't love it. I didn't really understand the hype surrounding it. But yeah, you will hear about my thoughts on that book in a review video that will be up on my channel soon. So stay tuned for that. Last one, have you studied English literature? Yes, I majored in English literature in university. Every semester we had a different subject. So I really enjoyed studying subjects like British literature, Indian literature, American literature, and many others. Those were some of the questions I remember you had asked me. If there are any other questions you would like me to respond to, then please leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. When people usually talk about their plans for 2019, you will hear them talking a lot about reading challenges and things like that. But with regards to these TBRs, these reading goals and challenges, I don't plan to set any for 2019 other than my Goodreads reading goal. And that's because I don't want to force myself to read a particular kind of book during the course of a week or a month or anything like that. I want to be able to pick up any book that I'm in the mood for once I'm done with one book. So all of 2019 is going to be very spontaneous in that regard. One thing I am going to keep in mind for 2019 is to read more of the books that I already have on my bookshelves, that is other than the audiobooks I'm going to be listening to, because I feel like the more I keep buying books, I am sort of neglecting the ones that I already have. So that's something I intend to do. In 2018 I participated in the Rereadathon challenge, but I didn't really complete it. I only reread books for the first 5 to 6 months, and that was a bit of a failure. I also remember that I had planned to read a lot of classics which didn't happen either. And so it's great that the first book I happen to be reading in 2019 is Emma by Jane Austen. It's really interesting to see how Jane Austen explores these different kinds of characters, their personalities, and their interactions with each other. One other thing I realized about 2018 is that I spent a lot of time reading review copies. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I didn't want to be reading those books. Yes, of course, otherwise I would not have accepted them. But somewhere I felt like I wasn't able to get to the books that I wanted to be reading. So I plan to work on that a bit more in 2019 and make sure that I'm really content with what I'm reading. Some of you may have noticed, or maybe you haven't, but I didn't film as many videos about K-dramas as I had initially thought I would. It just made me realize that if I keep waiting for new dramas to air, I'm going to miss out on watching the ones that have already aired. So the plan is to not always try and watch latest dramas, but there are some really good ones which have aired a couple of years back. I am going to be watching those and filming videos about them. On Instagram, I had asked what time you would like to see video uploads on my channel, and almost all of you replied evening. So the days on which I upload videos will remain the same in 2019, that is Tuesdays and Fridays, but I will be uploading them in the evening, that is around 7:30, 8:30 IST, that is Indian Standard Time. I am not sure what that translates to in the place that you live in, but if you turn on the bell notifications for my channel, you will get notified every time I post a video. So I really urge you to do that if you haven't already. It is very, very important. Can you believe this? I filmed 100 videos last year, and this is going to be my 101st video. That is 100 videos uploaded on my channel in 2018. I don't know if that number is going to increase very drastically this year or whether we're going to fall short of that number. But yeah, I'm excited for 2019. If you have any feedback, suggestions, recommendations, or just anything you would like to convey to me, please let me know in the comments below. You can also get in touch with me on different platforms like Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram. I will leave links to all of those in the description. I just once again want to thank all of you for being here, for watching my videos, for supporting me, leaving comments, liking it, sharing it, and all of that great stuff. I am super grateful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again later. Bye.